Hey, what's up? This is me. Let me introduce you to this channel first of all, because this channel is a project that I decided to start somewhere around almost 2 months ago with the idea to talk about a subject that I've always been interested in, but I've never really dove into too much. Even though I have worked with the career that I've had for like the past 10 years, which is a plastic artist. And when you work with arts, one of the main aspects about that is, visual presentation, right? Aesthetics, beauty in a sense. Art and beauty go together. So I have worked with that, but I've never delved into like the meaning of beauty, I guess I could say it, in the way that I'm trying to do it in this channel, which is totally different. And so far, that is how I can describe the focus of this channel, beauty standards. And by that I mean like the meaning of beauty, sort of, in our psyche, in our culture, in history. I don't know. It's difficult to explain because I'm still trying to work around it a little bit. I'm trying to get into something completely new that I would have never thought about getting into, and just like learn and whatever, all that kind of shit. Basically, this channel is still a work in progress. I still don't know exactly how everything is gonna be. I'm still not even sure exactly like how I'm articulating the messages that I'm trying to get through or anything like that. Anyways, it just occurred to me that to try this idea here, I'm gonna make an iceberg. I found this skincare iceberg that I found really interesting. An iceberg video is something that I feel that people could maybe enjoy and maybe create some kind of um, maybe feedback from people. Maybe get my official second view on my videos. Not in the YouTube Shorts. I get views in the YouTube Shorts, but I mean in my regular videos. My second view, I have one, even though that video says 3 views. That is not it. Two of those are accidentally mine, so it's only one. So I don't have any audience feedback. I don't have anything yet. And honestly, I thought people like to watch iceberg videos. Those kind of videos tend to be like really easy to move on the algorithm, I assume. And I could maybe get ideas to work for like future videos because I'm finding a lot of things, terminology and whatever, that I have no idea what they even mean. For example, my friend here, what the fuck is butthole sunning? What the fuck is that? I have no idea. I'm not gonna. I'm I'm getting ahead. Vampire facial? That sounds like the title of a video you could find in like X videos, right? On the hub, something like that. I don't know. I don't know any of those things, but that's why I found it interesting. So moving on because the intro is already too long. Let's go. I hope you enjoy. By the way, I hope somebody watches. I'm excited. Let's see. So I'm going to try to breeze through the very top of the iceberg because I feel that this is just like very boring. Like superficially, I don't see anything crazy or nothing like that. I'm gonna complete the entire iceberg in a couple of videos, and if I see some traction there, I'm gonna make more icebergs later on about other subjects. So let's speed through the first layer of this, which is not even the tip yet. But immediately I'm finding something that I have no idea what it is. It says spironolactone. So this is a medication used for the treatment of hormonal acne, especially in women. The description says that It's mainly for people who haven't responded well to other treatments. So this sounds like this is like a hard chemical. And I started to dig around here a little bit, and I discovered that it's a diuretic that can have side effects on the liver and stuff like that. So I would say this is something that would need to be supervised by a medic. Yeah. COSRX. How do you pronounce this? COSRX or COSRX? I don't know. It's a skin product, but I found here on that one of the main ingredients is snail secretion. How does that work? I don't know. It says it's for acne too, but it also says that it's not approved by the FDA. I don't know what's that all about. Banny cream, another skincare product. Birth control. Okay, what? What? Okay, listen to this. Combination of birth control pills containing estrogen and progestin are often recommended. And these pills here that I have no idea what they are can help reduce acne and improve skin clarity by lowering testosterone levels. Whoa, okay. I'm not exactly sure what it means by fragrance free, but I found this Reddit article that says fragrance free beauty, and it's saying that fragrance contains a lot of chemicals that can affect your health, and basically I'm guessing what they mean by fragrance free is that it's utilizing beauty treatment products that do not contain fragrances, which can be harmful to your body, mainly your skin, if you're using them as topicals. So I'm guessing that's what it means. I'm looking around online and that's what I'm finding pretty much. I don't know if it's referring to something else, but that's what I could find. CeraVe, Benton, Tretionin are all just like skincare, like creams pretty much. I couldn't find anything else about them. Wait, snail muslin again with the snails? Snail secretion extract? It's like utilized for skincare? I would have never guessed that. I mean, uh, I'm not gonna criticize. What the it's what it is. I don't know. I have no idea. I had no idea. This is surprising to me. I had no idea. It sounds weird, but it's probably just very normal. I don't know. What? Alta MD, some sunscreen that's very good for your skin, supposedly. European sunscreens. I don't know. They're supposed to be really good, I think. Benzoyl peroxide. All I could find is like it's some treatment for acne again. Hydrocolloid, which I think it's referring to hydrocolloid patches. All I could find is like it's patches that you put to treat wounds and pimples. Asian sunscreens, pretty much just sunscreens. They're supposed to be really good, especially Japanese and Korean ones. That's all I could find. I'm trying to move on to something more interesting. I'm trying to get rid of this like surface layer of the iceberg because the juicy stuff it's beneath. So sorry about that. This is sorry if this is kind of boring because it is kind of. But I have to get it out of the way. We're almost done. We're almost done. Let's see. Okay, adapalene, Mison, honey, Hada Labo, daily sunscreen use, and most drug skincare. They're all like skincare stuff for like all sorts of issues with the skin, acne, dryness, etc., etc., etc. All kinds of stuff like that. Honey, it's just like everybody knows that honey is good for your health. overall in general. So yeah, moving on to the tip of the iceberg. Reddit skincare. What is that? Reddit skincare. I mean, Reddit, man. Just by Reddit, it's already a red flag. But it's very self-explanatory. But basically, people share all sorts of recommendations for everything, and a lot of them are gonna be really good and healthy for you and exactly what you're looking for, but you're gonna have a lot of fucking unhinged shit. Here's some of the crazier ones that I could find. For me, it was when I was suffering with teenage hormonal acne for years back, and a family friend told my mom I needed to scrub my face daily with a mixture of sea salt and straight tea tree oil to clear out my skin, then moisturize with olive oil because commercial moisturizers are too harsh. Thankfully, my mom knew better than to follow that advice and took me to a doctor. And I was put in a birth control. Oh, there you go, the birth control pill that cleared my acne. Who would have thought birth control pills? What? Insane. I would have never guessed, but seemingly it works. What do you know? What even is straight tea oil? Okay, you should not apply tea tree oil directly to skin. It's important to dilute the oil with a carrier oil, such as olive oil, coconut oil, or almond oil, for every 1 to 2 drops of tea tree oil. Add 12 drops of carrier oil, and also be careful when using tea tree oil around the eye area. What happens if you don't dilute tea tree oil on your face? Tea tree oil can irritate skin, especially if applied as an undiluted essential oil. Watch for reactions such as redness or irritation within the first 2 or 3 weeks after you start using it. Wow. Okay. So don't do that. So basically consult a dermatologist for them to tell you how to actually apply it, in what quantities and all that kind of stuff. My stepmother wouldn't buy me sunscreen or even let me wear any. She said that if I got a base tan, then I wouldn't sunburn anymore. I'm pale, blue-eyed, and burned. Just imagine sunlight. I fucking despise that woman. If you develop a base tan, then you wouldn't. You're not gonna sunburn anymore. Oh yeah, all those people collapsing under the heavy summer sunlight of August with like splinters and terrible burn on their skin. It's just an allergic reaction, right? That is why people that live in desert areas in the world are known for not wearing long sleeves and like headwear, right? Because they have a base tan. They don't need to worry about that anymore. My neighbor growing up was similar. She believed that sun exposure toughened the skin and that eventually you just stopped getting burned. What? Said nobody ever? Where do you get these ideas? Well, I mean, where does she got that idea? Her face looks like a crumbled paper bag. Back now. Lovely woman. Woefully misguided on sunscreen. Crumbled paper bag. My mom's crusty old dermatologist told me to scrub my teenage acne face with lava soap. What? Oh, somebody's asking. What's lava soap? Yeah, that's my question too. It's very abrasive for getting dirt and grease off hands. think soapy pumice. Oh, pumice stone. Jesus Christ. In this trade, I have been finding out that a lot of people, like a lot of people, have a lot of things against sunscreen, which is something I've never heard anybody in my own personal life say. I've never heard anybody uh, talk against sunscreen, but you never know. It's very surprising to me, to be honest. I barely ever use sunscreen, but not because I don't believe in it. It's because I'm kind of, I don't know. I always forget. I have a sunscreen. I'm staring at it right now. I have sunscreen right there, but I barely ever use it. Why would that be bad for you? I mean, we all know we need exposure to the sun for vitamin D. Back in like the 80s, 70s, whatever, 60s, I'm pretty sure people didn't know specifically because of vitamin D, but it's obviously very not natural to assume that you need sun bathe, right? I mean, that's very obvious, but it's only like for like a little bit, 10 minutes, something like that. Walk a couple of like blocks, and that's it. A quick walk around like your neighborhood or something like that. But throughout history, we've all known about skin burn and all that kind of stuff that is bad for you. Regardless of what they say about what those people said about the base tan that protects you from to toughens your skin so that you don't get sunburn anymore, even though nobody has ever seen that. That's never happened. I don't know. Oh man. Neutrogena. Yeah, I remember commercials for Neutrogena back in like the early 2000s. Yeah. It's supposed to be really good. That's all I can say. For like hydrating your skin, just like skincare. Clinique, Stridex pads, and fragranced but okay products. They're all pretty much the same, just like good products for your skincare. Moving on, I'm not gonna go into it that much. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. We finally moved on from the boring part of like the surface level of the iceberg. I'm sorry if this was kind of boring a little bit. The next layers is where it actually starts. Bee venom, wet sea breeze, TikTok skincare. You know nothing good can come out of TikTok. Diaper rash ointment as suns. Okay, we're gonna get there eventually. If this video actually got recommended to people and they watched it, I hope it was fairly enjoyable. I know it's not the best that I've done. It's so. It's just the introduction. Bye.